Okay, just to be clear, I do understand that I am not quite to 1,000 days yet, so the title is misleading, but I feel confident. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if this microphone's working. It is working. It is indeed. Okay, so yeah, don't be don't be disappointed if you come in and you're like, man, this is not truth. We're working on it. Let's see here. Let's put down a row of torches. Yep. We're gonna be there any second now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. We're going to end up filling all this up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's put down some torches. So I figured for 1,000, we'd do the same thing that we did for 500. We'd make some fireworks, shoot them off. And this time, instead of shooting them off where our base is going to be, the goal, the plan, is to be done with this digging, which we're super close. I'll show you. Well, you can see already. To be done with the digging and just shoot fireworks off from inside of here. You know what I'm saying? I think there's enough in there. Okay, let's just keep digging. Look how close we are, guys. This is literally the bottom. No. We're getting there. We're going to fill a bunch of this in so that we'll actually have some sort of shape to work with whenever we start to build down in here. But it's exciting because once we're done with this and once we fire off some fireworks, we can start to look at building our base, which I feel is appropriate for 1,000 days. I feel like we should be building a base now. We've got all the stuff we need. Can something spawn up there? It sure can. Right there. And the rest of it we'll leave for right now. That's a completely different project. I'm just trying to eliminate high spots where stuff can spawn and fall down on top of me. You know what I'm saying? Any little ledges. Look how close we are. Yeah, hopefully get this dig done in 4 days, Minecraft days. Shouldn't even take that long. But get the dig done and then craft up some fireworks. That's going to be our main plan. And then look at construction. You would think that after this long, I would have a plan for this area, but I actually don't yet, so it's going to be something we're going to have to work on. There's a space right there where mobs can spawn. Now these spots I do need to fill in as I see them. Right there. See that it had a little ledge. Okay, we can do this now. So close. So I did work on this last night. Literally just digging it out. Hopefully the next time we do a project of this size, we'll have a beacon. Just for now. With the day getting so much closer to 1,000, I feel like I'm on a schedule, like I have a deadline here. Hey, prisoner. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good New Year's. Happy New Year, man. I had a great New Year's Eve. How was yours? And I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. No problem, man. Go spend some time with your family, dude. It was calm. I like that. So was mine. So was mine. I'm glad to hear it, man. Well, Happy New Year. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Hopefully, you have a nice day with your family. I'll be around this day, so I'll try and stream for a little while, and I might even stream again tonight once I get off because I ain't got nothing else going on. So, tonight works perfect for you. I'll try and get back on later. I'm probably going to stream for about 3 hours right now, and I got some errands to do this afternoon. And then hopefully I'll jump back on tonight. The plan is to try and go through and start building this thing today, or at least start to get things figured out. Figure out what I need, what materials I need, what it's going to look like. I'm excited to finally get started on it. So close to being done digging. So close. All right, man. Happy New Year's. Thanks, man. See you, prisoner. All right. We are most definitely ready for another row of torches. Where are we at here with this situation? I think it's this one. Gosh, that's so hard for me to see. Deep slate is a tricky one to be able to differentiate. Oh, wow. We can go over another one, can't we? Okay. Let's get a few more of these out of the way here, as we will, at the very least, be over this far. Nope. So This is kind of what I want to avoid, is getting caught doing this, because this isn't going to matter in the grand scheme of things right now for the deadline. But it's so hard for me to walk away from. Okay, let's walk away. Walk away. Focus on getting the dig finished. Yo, what's up, Bruce Wayne? How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. Hope you're having a good day. All right, so we're close. Happy New Year. It is going to be a great year, isn't it? This is going to be a great year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, should be a great year. I'll do my best to try and make this year the best. What do you got going on? What are you doing today? Celebrating? Eating food? Relaxing? We are getting so close in our world to having this area finally dug out, just hanging out as I try to clean up around the house. Do you have some people over? Little party? Dude, I went to bed at like 12:30 last night. I dug in Minecraft. When the ball dropped, I was hanging out with my youngest boy. He and I watched the ball drop, hung out and talked for about 30 minutes or so. And then he was like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. And I was like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Nice. I like it. Yeah, I'm excited to start a new year. I'm excited to get this dig done in my world. I'm ready to start building a base. I don't have a base. Don't have a place to live, and I'm ready to have a place to live, man. I'm excited. Finally. After 1,000 days. We're not quite to 1,000 days, but we're close. Close enough. The goal is to get this little area dug out and then shoot off some fireworks on the 1,000 days. And then we can get to work. We can get started. What does that mean? I don't know. I have to figure it out as I go along. I'm about to build a gigantic thing freehand. We'll make it up. We'll figure it out as we go along. I have no clue. hopefully we can build something cool. Just that little section. We are going to be done. I love it. We're going to be done. We're going to go make some fireworks. We're going to have a celebration on the 1,000 days. Cobblestone. Wow. Every last bit of that was cobblestone. Crazy. All right. So this is the day. The dig will be done today. 996. We're going to keep our deadline. I'm excited. Long time coming. All right. I know it's tempting just to dig that out, but if I don't put these torches down, stuff will spawn in there. Okay, so that's actually the line. And yes, I am OCD with these torches. I do have them laid out in grids. I can't help it. Even though I know I'm going to go through and take them all out. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can't look at them. One, two, three, 4, 5. There's our next row. It's so pleasing to the eye, though. The torch patterns are super OCD, but it is pleasing to the eye, even if it is temporary. You know what I just realized? I wonder, I turned my game music off last night. Okay, it's still on. I was like, I know I turned it off because I was listening to a stream in my headset while I was digging. I was listening to Huna. Huna was streaming. And then I broke his stream with subscription. Man, right here. Yo, what's up, Huna? Whole PC crashed. I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Happy New Year, Huna. What's up, man? How you doing, dude? Whole PC crashed from the subscription. 1 sub is all it took to topple an empire. Sup? Going to lunch in about a half hour, then chilling the rest of the day. What's up with you? Nothing, man. Got up about 8:30. I had some stuff to do this morning. I had to go pick the boy up from a sleepover. And got that done. And did some errands. Got some other stuff taken care of. I'm going to stream for about, I don't know, 3 hours. 3.5 hours, something like that. And then I got to drop a different boy, my youngest, off at a sleepover for tonight. And I got to go pick up an order that I placed at Lowe's. And then I'm going to be chilling the rest of the night, man. Probably, if nothing's going on, nobody's streaming, nothing's happening, I'll probably stream again later tonight. Because I got nothing to do, man. Yo, I want to call it, say Rob, but I don't think it's Rob, obviously, with the I in there. 002, what's up, man? Good morning. Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great day, man. Appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Rio. Really? Rio. I used to know a Rio. There used to be a streamer I used to watch. A friend of ours was named Rio. Wasn't there, Hoon? I think Hoona introduced me to Rio. He still streams? Like the country. All right, well, I can remember that. Now I can remember it, no problem. Rio. What's up, Rio? Happy New Year, man. Thanks for coming back and saying hello and hanging out. Appreciate it, man. It's going to get a little dark back here for a second. We're going to do our best. Just about to head out for food. Stopping by for a short while. Right on, man. What's on the list for food, dude? I'm starving. When I went to pick the boy up from his sleepover, I almost stopped and got something. We've got stuff here at the house, so I just ended up eating here. It's a chicken restaurant here in the UK. Dang. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Dude, that sounds delicious. I want chicken. Yeah, dude, I was starving. I ended up just getting some food here at the house, but I was like, dude, I may stop and get something. But I was disciplined. Wait, did I finish it and I didn't even realize it? Okay, so I think I finished it and I wasn't even paying attention. We're done with digging. What? Dude, we're done with digging. We've done it. Let's go. That's super exciting. Heck yeah, man. Dude. That's awesome. All right, so we have 4 days until 1,000. The plan at 1,000 days is to go through and shoot off some fireworks inside of the giant hole that we've dug. That's the plan. And then, once we shoot off the fireworks, the plan is to finally start building our base. And I was saying already, if people are like, what's the base going to look like? The answer is, I have no clue. We're going to make it up as we go along. We'll figure it out. Something's going to happen. We're going to build something. It's going to be gigantic. It's going to be huge. So eventually, we need to go through and figure out how to make these walls by doing this. We're just going to have to go through and keep smoothing them out to make these walls smooth enough to where we can go in and start to build down in here. They can't be these wild, crazy shapes everywhere. I don't want it to be a perfect square, but we need to get some of these random kind of spots taken care of. So that's what we're going to do right now. The other thing I need to do is I need to figure out a block palette for what the build's going to look like. You know what I mean? We need to figure out exactly what our shading's going to be, how the blocks are going to look. I think in certain spots we'll want the blocks to be light, just to kind of provide a shading look to it. But I think a lot of this thing that we're going to build is going to be really dark. And so we're going to have to go through and figure that out, see what that looks like. So obviously these walls will all eventually be covered up. It's going to be the interior. So don't worry about what this looks like. This doesn't matter. This will all be behind it. I think one of the biggest things I need to think about is what the floor is going to look like. What kind of floor do I want to ultimately make in this thing? Kind of like those, you know, one of like the infinity type looking floors. I built one in the other world for the first time, and I really like the way it looks. So I think we'll have to add some sort of aspect like that. Now here's the test. It's nighttime. Let's see if anything spawns down here. All these little dark areas up here, I think I've filled in to where there aren't any ledges. That's kind of what we're looking for now. Is there like an empty ledge where someone can spawn and fall down on us? Right there. Let's go up there. Anywhere where there is a ledge that is at least 2 blocks tall, something could spawn. So that's all I'm really worried about right now, is eliminating that. Oh crap, I'm using the wrong one, aren't I? We need to go mend our pickaxe. So far, so good, huh? There's a gap right there. But I think it's only 1 tall, so nothing's going to spawn in it. Pardon me. I just would like to make it so we can be down here and not have to worry about stuff attacking us. It is a big build. It is. See, here's a couple small little 1 block size holes that aren't really a big deal. Nothing's going to spawn inside those. Right there. There's a spot where something could spawn. I'm hoping it'll look really cool, man. I've got a vision in my head, and I'm sure it will be, but it's like one of those things where it's like, man, I think it's gonna take a lot of trial and error to get it to look the way that I want it to. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, and look at how OCD I was with these torches. We got all these rows. Look at these rows, man. In both directions. Perfectly symmetrical. All right. Yeah, let's fly over it. Let's take a look. Look at that pattern on the ground. Look at that pattern. It's beautiful. Like the honeycomb effect. Yeah, at 1,000 days, we're going to shoot some fireworks off. Right out here where we did before we did all this. Look at the precision. The funny thing is with these torches, they're all going to come out. I did this even though I know they're all coming out. Because the floor is actually going to go on top of this. Now, the way that this is going to work through designing it is I'm not going to know what it's going to look like until we start building it, to be honest. I have no clue what how this lower area is going to work. So what the shape's going to be, what the size is going to be. So you can see the wall on the outside. Here, let's get some conduit power so we can see. Yo, what's up, pods? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man. Look at this beauty, pods. Just finished digging it out. Just finished it. Yo, what's up, Jax? Happy New Year, man. Yeah. Well, it's all going to get built up around. We're going to be able to start building. I can finally start building. Well, once I figure out the palette, the block palette that we're going to use. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. And yes, Ohio State, beautiful, right? What a great way to start the new year. Jax, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Hopefully you had a good New Year's. It sounded like you were having fun. It sounded like you were in the midst of some chaos and partying. Which is awesome. Enjoying some partying is always a good thing. All right, man. Dude, my New Year's was great. I did virtually nothing. Went to the movies with my youngest boy. He and I were the only two that went. My oldest son went to his friend's house and hung out there all night. My wife was not feeling well, so she went to bed at like 9 o'clock or something. And so me and the youngest boy hung out together. We went and saw a movie. My wife had bought some tickets for a movie for us, so we went and watched a movie. The movie was terrible. My wife picked it out, and then she didn't go, and that's fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It was silly comedy. He had fun. Watched the movie. Ate a ton of popcorn. Ate piles of candy. Came home, ordered pizza. Hung out and watched Toon stream. And then hung out with the youngest boy and watched the ball drop, man. That was the New Year's Eve for me. Be curious to hear what you guys did. Pods, I'm curious. I'm guessing you spent time with the Munchkin. It was really crazy, though. A lot of police, a lot of fire everywhere. Jack's out here doing crazy chaos, man. Wildin'. You guys went to bed at like 10? I mean, that's not bad. I mean, like I said, I think we went to bed. I think me and the youngest boy went to bed at like 12:30. Sorry, I gotta fix my stuff real quick. Was out at 12:30. Yeah, just another day. But still. Here, let's turn off this game audio so we don't have to listen to this. But still. It looks like they're working. Let's repair our stuff. There we go. It is working. Yeah, so we didn't really do anything. It was the first time that we all weren't together. You know, the oldest boy left and went to sleep over at his friend's house. And it was last minute. We were not expecting him to go. We bought 4 tickets to go see, or my wife did, bought 4 tickets to go see a movie. And then I came home from work, and she wasn't feeling well. She was like, I don't think I can go. And then the oldest boy was like, hey, so-and-so invited me over to spend the night. Do you care if I go? And I was like, all right. I was like, I guess so. And asked the youngest, I was like, dude, you still want to go to the movie? And he was like, absolutely. Because he wants to get popcorn, candy. He doesn't drink soda. He got like a giant, some type of lemonade. Ooh, we got to hear the sound for 100. I just noticed that. We're going to be at 1,000 days and 100 levels. First time getting to 100 levels in this world. Thousand days, 100 levels, January 1st. Finally get to start. We're going to get to make the build finally. Build our base. It's going to be awesome. Excited. Look at him. He knows. He knows what he's accomplished. He knows what he's done. Yeah, so in between now and the 1,000 days, there you go. In between now and the 1,000 days, all we got to do is craft up some fireworks. Maybe figure out a block palette for what our build's going to look like. But, yeah, it was awesome. Isa Bobo. Dude, I remember that night when he said that. I was like, did you say Issa Bobo? It's like, what are you saying? Good times. Those are good times. And then I remember Pods immediately went and made a Twitch account that was Issa Bobo. I think he was here earlier this year. If you remember, Pods, he came in during one of the Red Dead streams. Said he was a senior in college. I'm grown up now, is what he said. I think he was like a senior in college, wasn't he? That's when you know you're the most grown up, is when you announce that you're grown up. Hell yeah, Pods. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Issa Bobo. Yeah. Man. So we go to a movie theater called Imagine. Is like the one closest to us. It's like the local movie theater that's closest to our house. And dude, I love that place. It's like, I'm sure they're all this way now, and I'm old, so I think of like movie theaters as like, you know, terrible bucket seats with sticky floors and tight and uncomfortable. And it's like, dude, I love the giant leather recliners, right? Um, Seats are either heated or air conditioned. Reclining seats. Everybody's got like their own level to sit on, so even my big ass can sit and have my legs all the way extended out. Wait, did I put the things in there? I did not. It's just so much more comfortable. So even when you go and you're like going to see a crappy movie, it's like, who cares? It's so much better than it used to be. Path. How much would pay for an AI receptionist that can handle all of your telephone workflows for you? Oh, I don't know, Pots. That's a good question. I have no clue. Probably nothing right now. Probably nothing. I answer the phones at my work, and I would say probably 9 out of 10 days I can handle the calls. Hypothetically, oh, I don't know. I mean, you'd pay it less than you would pay like a receptionist, like someone who would answer the phone. I'm guessing a receptionist would want probably $12 to $15 an hour. So if I was going to have AI do it for me, I'd want to pay them less than that. Probably like, oh yeah, I'd pay $300 a month. I was thinking like probably like $10 a day, realistically. Like if I went through and did $10 a day, I'd be okay with that. Or even more than that if it was really good. What did I do yesterday in the world? Jax, I dug. I finished digging that out. It's all dug out. We're done. We can start building now. We're going to build. But before we build, we're going to make fireworks to celebrate 1,000 days. Which I think I have some fireworks somewhere. Right there. Now, if I can remember how to make fireworks. You guys will have to help me. Yep, we're actually going to be able to start building, or as close to building as we're going to be able to get, I suppose. I don't want a fire charge, and I don't want like a regular rocket. Don't I have to make like the little fireball thing first? Let's sit here and think for a minute. I know I need paper. I know I need this. This does like the special effect. So what else is it that I need to make that little fire charge thing? Gunpowder, paper, and a 3E thing, but I don't know what. Oh, and a third thing. Because it's like, I put this there. I put this there, but I don't think this is it. It's like I'm missing something, and I just can't think of what it is that I'm missing that I use to make like these things. And I've made a bunch of them. I just can't think of what it is. All right, we're going to have to Google it because I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, my Lowe's order is ready. How do I make cool fireworks in Minecraft? Dye. That's what I need. Duh. I should have known that. Okay. So let's see. We're going to want, for sure, we're going to want red. We probably want some yellow. What other color do we want? Let's make some colors. We want some nice bright colors for the nighttime. Make some red. Where are all my yellow flowers? Why do I not have just a ton of yellow flowers? Like those little daisies. Like these little things. Are they up by the sheep? If not, we'll have to go through and just make a bunch of them. We got bone meal. We can do this. The sheep, that's another thing I need to think about doing. No, I don't have any of those up here. So the sheep, I'm going to have to go through and bring a couple of them over there and set up some automatic wool farms. Because I think we're going to need a bunch of kind of like darker carpet. Like we'll need the carpet where black, gray, and light gray. Don't want red ones. Just make the yellow ones, please. Beautiful. What else do we need here? Yes, we will make all those. We want some orange. We want some white. What other colors do we want? Anything? Anything bright that we can think of that'll show up good in the night sky? Maybe green? I don't think green will show up all that great. I think like yellow, red, white, orange. I think those will show up well. Okay. Let's see here. That's not it. Oh, look, there we go. Once I take the paper out, that's how we make the fireworks star. Can I put another color in it now? And then... Okay, let's see what we got. We have a small red, yellow, and twinkle. Okay. Now, my question is, before I make that, can I make that in the crafting table and add even more stuff to it originally? Let's look. Yes, I can. Yellow, orange, red, and white. Nice. Put the twinkle in there. Will this extend it? No. They don't like that. Oh, I think I can extend it afterwards. Okay. So we'll put the fireworks star up here. Put in the paper. And then we'll put in a couple. So it's a duration 2, so it'll fly even higher, which is kind of cool. Make that one. Okay. So we've got flight duration 2. These are trash. I don't think these are anything. I think these were mistakes. Those were trash. Okay. Any suggestions? Pods? Hoon? Chat? Anybody? We can do... We did one with all the colors. Hoon. What colors should I put in? I'm trying to make some fireworks to celebrate 1,000 days. Orange and blue. Deal. Orange, blue, and green. Okay. Deal. We've got orange. I need blue and green. Yo, what's up, Wolf? Happy New Year, man. Hope you're having a good day, Wolf. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Good to see you, man. What's up, dude? Happy New Year. Hopefully you get to have a somewhat relaxing day. Play some Minecraft and chill, hopefully, man. Sure did. Slept right through it. I was going to say, I think I went to bed at 12:30. No drinking, no nothing. Just chilling. It was a great New Year's Eve. Hung out with my youngest boy most of the evening. It was great. Getting ready to celebrate 1,000 days in the world is what we're working on. Trying to get together some fireworks. I was the first one. I got it through to you first. Let's go. Sure. Cook it with some slabs. $10:30 for me. I was really tired for some reason. Heck yeah, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. Wolf, we've seen plenty of New Year's Eves. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be awake on New Year's Eve. It doesn't have to happen, man. We've seen plenty. What else adds effects to it? Currently, I've just got the twinkle. Let's see. What adds effects to your fireworks in Minecraft? I remember it's like a diamond. I remember glowstone. A gold nugget for the star shape. Feather. We could do a feather for a burst. Or mob head. We don't have any mob heads. So we can add a feather. It says we can add a fire charge to make a bigger burst.
We're all gonna have so much fucking fun. We'll need plastic surgery to remove our goddamn smile.
Let's do feathers. Curious about that. And then the fire charge. When do I add the fire charge to make it bigger? Like, when does that happen? And where are my fire charges? Maybe use New Year's Eve is more for kids. I feel like most of us gamers stayed in last night. That happens when you're the only one in the house still awake after 8 or 9. Ah, dude, my wife went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. She was exhausted. She didn't feel well. And like I was saying, my oldest boy went to a friend's house, so it was really just us chilling. Me and the youngest boy. All right. What did we say, Hoon? Blue, green, and orange? Or was it yellow? And what am I adding? Dude, I cannot even think right now. Orange, green, and blue. Okay. Is this when I add this? It's a large one. You're going to get the only large one, Hoon. And then we can try the... well, we can't do the feather. Is this where you do the glowstone? Twinkle, huh? I thought it just said... I thought I just read that a feather could do it. Apparently not. Mine doesn't live with me currently, and my mom was in bed by 8:30, so I got bored and tired. I don't blame you, Wolf. I don't blame you. I don't think we really missed anything. I think at our age we've already seen it happen, man. This thing that I just read just told me that a feather would work. Orange, green, and blue. It's the only large one we got. Yellow and white. Yellow, orange, white, and red. What else do we want? Jax, what do you want, man? What colors do you want, Jax? I want to see something else. I just want to see if it was because I'd made it a large ball that it couldn't be the burst. See, the feather. No, the feather does work. Maybe it was just the large. Okay. I just don't care much anymore. It's just another year. It's what happens when we get old. When the ball dropped during the 99 to 2000, I was tripping balls, getting and waiting for the nuclear blast. That was the last year I celebrated. That was the year, Pods, I was at Big Cypress for fish. I was actually up on when the clock struck. I was actually on the Ferris wheel at Big Cypress. It was awesome. Dude, I was having a blast. That was a fun night. I don't know, man. Got lots of different options. We'll make a red, white, and blue burst as another one. What? We got a crap ton of fireworks to shoot off. The world's going to end. Dude, why would you argue, Pods? I wouldn't argue. Dude, I had an absolute blast at Big Cypress. I watched some of the fish stuff from last night, Pods, and I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, I was at the New Year's Eve show in 1994, the first year they did something. It was in Boston Garden, the old Boston Garden. And they flew around in a hot dog over the stage. And I think that was like the first time they ever really did anything big. And I thought that was awesome. And I went to another New Year's show, and I went to the Big Cypress show, which was New Year's. And then I watched the one last night, and it was like, I don't know, maybe I didn't watch the whole thing, but maybe I need to go back and look at it more. But I was like, huh. It was almost like a Broadway musical. I don't know. Not saying it was bad, just saying wasn't for me. I liked it better when they were flying around in a hot dog. I don't know, Jax. You can pick any color you want. You can pick all one color. We can add multiple colors. I was just trying to pick stuff that was like bright, that would show up against the night sky. So like white, yellow, orange, red. Stuff where I thought I could see it against the background of the night sky. We'll shoot a couple in the hole, but I mean, dude, we need to shoot some off where it's going to be like dark. We can do green. What's up, Wolf? Sup, Lair? Where's Tom? Tiny World of Tom. What's up, kitty? Do you want one that's just all green? We've got green. We'll add some gunpowder. And we can do a burst or twinkle. We can do a burst. Yes, or green and red. Deal. Burst green and red. That's it. We're full of fireworks. That's all the fireworks we need, man. Great success. We should be able to do plenty of fireworks for New Year's Day, 1,000 days. Okay, all that stuff's put away. We're set. Let's get some sleep. And we can shoot some off from inside the pit. And then we can like have like a little platform somewhere up on the mountain where it's darker. Fly up and shoot some off of a platform. Let's make a little spot up in the mountains real quick. Plenty. Ooh. Wait, what do I need to do? Okay, we need to rethink this. I totally forgot. We should load them in a dispenser, right? Like, rather than me standing and shooting them off, we can put them in a dispenser and then, like, I think it'll still shoot them off one at a time, right? Like, we can do some redstone, back up, look at it. Am I thinking about this right? Am I an idiot? Did I not just spell dispenser? Dispenser. Redstone. What else? Button. Is that it? Now we got to go test it and see if it'll work. I'm actually kind of excited to see if this works. I totally forgot that you can shoot them out of a dispenser. Although we don't want to shoot pods. Let's put something in there just to see if it'll dispense it up straight up in the air. I think this will work. This is the plan right here, man. Need to get it set up somewhere to where we get a nice framed shot of the mountain. Okay, this is the plan. Now we're doing things. We're gonna have to move pods though. I don't want pods to get shot. We're just going to move you over to the side a little bit so you don't get injured. I don't want you getting shot. Um... Pods, we are going to be... Can I fall off of you? No, I can't. Pods, we're going to be using you a lot, dude. I'm literally going to be using you a ton to build this thing because there's no way. So, like, you see how... All right, this is a good time to look at it. You see how this gradually builds up through here? Kind of like is at an angle. That's going to continue in a little bit all the way around the entire thing. I have no idea how much. I want it to look like a rocky shore. And then as it gets closer to the middle, like in this center area is where the main tower is going to start to rise up out of the rocks. And the tower itself will be pretty big. So in my mind, like areas like this, like it's not going to be just perfectly graded like this. Do you see how this in the water comes up kind of just like at almost like at like a really perfect angle? It's not going to be that good. It's going to be like where this little thing is, like maybe there'll be like some flat spots back here, and we'll put like maybe a few trees, like some spruce trees or something growing up out of it. And then as the tower starts to get bigger, like there'll be like a small kind of like rocky platform almost, and maybe there'll be some trees growing off that platform kind of like sticking out the side of it. And as it gets taller, there'll be bigger platforms that we'll be able to walk out of on different sides, but not like platforms like a balcony. Like it'll look like a rocky overhang with like trees and stuff growing off of it. I think it'll split at the top. There'll be like a smaller point, and then there'll be like a bigger one that'll come up. Almost like to mimic the mountains like that, how there's one there, and then there'll be one there. There's going to be holes in the side of it, specifically on each side, so that light, like natural sunlight, can come through and shine onto the floor. So once I start to build up the sides, then I'll have an idea as to where the main entrance floor will be, because it can't be here right on the water. It's going to be higher than that. So we'll have like the main entrance floor. And then once we have like the main entrance floor, then we can go through and kind of decide how we want this lower area to look. Like if we want like I want to do one of those like almost like the infinity floors, like one of the glowing ones. Like we'll have to pick out a color and figure out what we want it to look like in certain spots. But I'd like to have a huge staircase from wherever the main floor is, like one that's like huge, that descends down into this. And it goes down and it opens up into different height levels where we'll figure out where we're going to put storage and other things. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Fog effect. The fog effect. But I don't have any, there's no design. I don't have a design or anything. So it's like we're just going to have to make it up as we go along. That's how it's going to work. Let's put a Hoon firework in there first. And then we'll just kind of randomly place them in here. Like pixel art. I don't know, man. I feel like that might ruin the immersion of the world, Hoon. We'll have to, well, I guess we'll have to figure out an area where I'll sell out. Like we'll have to have a sellout area. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to have like the sellout district. Like this is where Path believes in Sellout Island. This is where Path believes in commercialism. The business side. So I know it doesn't say 1,000 on the screen. This is the 1,000th night. Right? Or it's not the 1,000th night. Like I need to wait one more night. Jesus. Yeah, what size are we talking about? Wonder if we'll get too much light pollution down in there. I wonder if we should come out here and shoot off some fireworks. Yeah, how big does the logo have to be? $30 by $30. I don't know, man. Does it just shoot it at random? It has to pick. It does. Oh, that's the starting point. Okay. Well, I think that was the one for Jax. That was a good one. Boom. Look at that. That was Hoons right there. Okay, so definitely worth the fire charge. You know what I'm saying? Definitely worth the fire charge. The fire charge absolutely makes it worth it. Yeah, dude, the fire charge makes it way, way worth it. We're making fire charges. So that it says days played $9.99. We got to make fire charges for the ones for the 1,000 night. This is like our test run. Of course, it starts raining. All right. Fire charges make a big difference. How do we make a fire charge? Or do we have any fire charges? Pompeii. It's like a Pompeii, doesn't it? 3 fire charges right there. Boom. We're set. Slime and blaze power. Just seeing the moon come up over those mountains. That's what I'm saying. All right. So we want red. We need orange. We'll throw some pink in there on one of them. We definitely need white. We'll get some light blue. Get some dark blue. These will be the real ones. This will be the real. And gunpowder. Okay. Well, we got 3 already. Let's make them first. Get it set up. So, what is Hoon? Hoon is orange, blue, and green. That's not going to work. I need gunpowder. All right. Let's put the little ones back away. We don't need the little ones anymore. Oh, one of them was a good one. Here we go. That was a large. Orange, green, and blue. Okay, so how'd we do this? Orange, green, blue, gunpowder. I think I have to add the fire charge last. No? Makes it right there. Alright. This is actually perfect because we know that the rain will hold off tomorrow night. Almost never rains 2 days in a row, knock on wood. So that means we won't get rained out for the 1,000. The large charge. Flight duration 3. That just means it's going to go up higher in the air. We'll go with 2s. What's the difference between these two? Orange, green, and blue. Blue, green, and orange. Oh, I guess it depends on how you put the colors in there. Okay. Okay, this is getting crazy now. Oh, wait. Oh, crap, I forgot to add a thing to it. Son of a bitch. Can I still do it? You only get one chance to add it. Sons of bitches. And then Jack said green and blue, I believe. Green and red. That's it. We're just going to load it up with all the fireworks now. Shoot them off and see what happens. $1,000-day celebration. You know who is struggling through this right now? Wolf. Wolf is like, Jesus Christ, dude, will you just play the damn game? We don't need all this crap. I know, that's how he feels. It sounded like fireworks were going off already. Dude, it's time, Hoon. Well, I mean, it's the 1,000 days. We just need to load everything up. I just remember the last time I did it, Wolf, you were like, geez, well, can we just get on with it? That made me laugh because I was like, yeah, he's right. He's right. We do just need to get on with it. I think you typed in the chat, you go, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. I don't think you said the let's go, but I thought it was funny. Still makes me laugh. All right, so we got them all loaded up. We just need it to be nighttime. That's it. Just need the rain to end and for it to be nighttime, and we're done. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna go 16. I just thought it was funny, Wolf. I wasn't mad at you. I just remember that night you were just like, all right, let's go. Let's get this done with. Why do we keep getting the fireworks sound? Pods out here floating around out in the water. Dang, man, it better not rain at nighttime. Like, I need this rain to go away. Why are there fireworks going off still? That's random. Yeah, I've been here. Sorry, guys, I stole all your stuff, didn't I? I think it was right back in here is where I got my original dripstone. Yeah, it was down in here. Right there. That's where I went to find the original dripstone. I couldn't find any for the longest time. Dude, we're getting firework effects. What's up with that? It's got to be some sort of weird glitch. Am I shooting? Am I using my fireworks? Sorry, Hoon. Has to be nighttime. I'm hoping, praying that it starts raining. No, I've never heard it before. Pods, that's the first time I've ever heard it, I think. That's the sound it makes. But I don't ever remember hearing that crackling sound at the end. The crackling sound is like only for the actual fireworks. Yay, it stopped raining. Okay. Well, all we have to do is wait for it to be nighttime. In the meantime, we're going to fill in these holes. We got a half a day. Hoon's like, I'm leaving, Path. Rocket, firework, rocket. I think that's what it always says. I could be wrong, though. What did I put in the dispenser then? No, see, these all tell me that they've got the things on them. This doesn't have anything on it. Like if I set one of these off, it's not gonna. Okay. Don't know why it's doing that. Never heard that before. You know, it would really, 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 really suck as if it's some sort of audio glitch. And since I've lit them off here, it's bugged if it does that all the time. Man, I wonder if I need to restart my game. That would be a bummer, wouldn't it? That would be a bummer. Hopefully it'll go away if we restart our game. God dang it. But since we're getting ready to let off a bunch of fireworks, I don't really care. We'll redo it in a minute if we have to. Do you think we can actually... Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, it's almost nighttime. Oh, look, Bob showed up to watch the fireworks. Nice. Bob, Happy New Year. Happy 1,000 days, Bob. You're in for a treat, sir. Oh, dude, that sucks. It's gonna be a better year this year, Wolf. You're gonna get fiber optics. Here we go. All right, Hoon, I'm sorry if you had to leave. Huge buildup for, you know, nothing. 1,000 days. Beautiful. Here's to 1,000 days. Ooh, that's a good one. Jeez. That was a good one. I think that was the coastal cleaning one. Here's the one that Jax did. That one looks like Christmas. Ooh, dang. That's like in our face. I like it. 1,000 days. Oops, that was sad, wasn't it? There's just a little guy. Look at that one. Internet better this year, or AT&T and I are going to have words. That's what I'm talking about. Coastal Cleaning. That firework brought to you by Coastal Cleaning. 1,000 hardcore days. This is a much better... Dude, if I could have just done something with that one to where it did the twinkling or something, I just forgot to. Dude, for 2,000 days, we'll have to do something big. Now that we know how to make even better fireworks. I like it. I don't think I want him to go up as high next time. Like, if you could shoot it and it just went, like, right above your face and went off, that would be great. Yeah, we're going to build a stage. And we're going to go through and have a whole bunch of these things set up to where I'm not pushing buttons and they're all linked together. We can put them on delays and have them fire off at different times to where we just turn it on. We got to make it there first. Wolf with the facts. Well, we made it to 1,000 days. That's it. That's it. Congratulations to us. We did it together. Wouldn't have made it without you guys. All right. Now, let's get to work. What do I not need in my inventory? Basically, the button and the dispenser. We'll put those up in here. We got these things in case we find a Nautilus. All right. Enough celebration. Let's get to work. Where is dirt? And I don't need redstone. Let's put the redstone in this one. All right, pots. Okay, so first things first, let's go through and smooth out as much of this area as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to start at least as high as I can stand and reach. It needs to get smoothed out. Because it's not going to be this random. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for it to all be perfect squares everywhere. That's not what I'm looking for. But we need to at least as high as we can reach, because as high as we can reach will be part of the parameters for how tall the storage room actually is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll dictate the height of the storage room. Doesn't have to be perfect. Bro, get, seriously, this gigantic hole, and you're going to come over here and stand literally right here. Oh, shit. Yeah, because some of these upper areas, totally fine if they're all random and jettisoning out. It's just more of the spots where the, as high as I can reach is where that storage is going to be. And it's going to be from this height. So this is really what I need to look at when I'm doing it. Yeah, see, I feel like that wall is just fine for now. Till we figure out what we want to do. Much better. Oh, how did I... Will this let water through? Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Is that? There's a hole right there. See? That's one that I missed where for sure stuff will spawn. Right there. Yeah, see, that was like the perfect size for stuff to spawn inside of. That's the sort of thing I need to get rid of, so we don't have things spawning in on top of us. Alright, before I get over in that corner, I want to go this way, because that one whole corner is going to have to be redone a little bit. Rest of this is looking pretty good in terms of... Well... this whole thing right here. It's actually looking pretty good. Wonder what that was. Maybe a fish? Or a drown? I mean, this is just too square. We can take this one back too. Okay. I would say for now, this looks decent. I would say that most of this is filled in fairly well. There will be several places where we will have to correct it. And as we start to see what the shape of it looks like, but in terms of just kind of getting the rough edges done, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, now we have to deal with this back area. Like this, this was part of a, what do you call it? Like a, I don't know. A rift in the ground where it was like, what the hell am I trying? What word am I trying to say? Like a chasm, I suppose. A trench. A trench is the word I'm trying to say. Jeez. Bruh. It's like the marinara. That's what my kid always says, the marinara trench. Ah, the delicious marinara trench. Submerging deep into a delicious tomato sauce. What's up, Don Don? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Don Don. Happy New Year. Hope you're having a good day, man. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Good to see you, brother. As always, I appreciate it. Don Don's playing little Arc Raiders right now. That's something I need to get better at, is doing shout outs and rating people. I don't ever do raids. And I feel like I pretty much never do shout outs. Not because I don't want to, because I just don't ever think about it at the time. So I feel like I'm never a big enough streamer to where it's like everybody knows who Don Don is that's here. But I should start rating people. Like if I have 4 people that are hanging out and chatting, I should totally start rating people. That should be my New Year's resolution. Shout outs and raids. See, I think that's great. Resolution pods. More relaxation in your life. More relaxation. See, Wolf is in on it too. And I feel like with that New Year's resolution, I feel like that's one that is achievable. You know what I'm saying? That's a realistic. You're not setting an unrealistic goal for yourself. You know? This is one that you can absolutely do. There you go. See? He's already dedicated himself. All right, dude. I'm so happy that that hole right there is filled in. That makes such a big difference. Let's see if there's any other low-hanging fruit. Can always get more, right? Both you guys, single men, can do whatever you want to. Nobody out here telling you what to do. Nobody out here trying to dictate. Nobody out here with an agenda. Just 2 dudes making their own decisions. Been dedicated since '87. That's what I'm talking about. First grade, huh? Gosh, I wonder what grade I was in 1987. In 1987, I would have been 11. I would have been 11 and 87. Oh, I'm sorry, Wolf. Appreciate the thought. I guess I knew that. Appreciate the thought, though. Dude, Wolf's struggling with his internet. Just jealous. Wolf's been struggling with his internet. Pods' internet is sucking. Actually, my wife has had trouble with our internet upstairs lately, like in the upper portion of the house, like in her office area. She's been struggling with the internet a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had any issues. Obviously, I'm down here streaming. Everything's fine. So I'm not really sure what the problem is up there, but something. I swore I just heard a footstep right there. Alright, so we got the stuff to dispense fireworks in here. I don't think we need them, but they're there. Not really sure what I'm doing with this particular thing. That's to make more torches if I need them. Alright. Let's go look at a block palette. Let's start to get an idea as to what we want this thing to look like. Let's put some stuff away. So we need lots of the dark bricks and stones to see what we can actually make this out of. See what colors we need. I don't think anything's going to be this light. I think the lightest color will be like regular deep slate. Trying to think. Maybe acacia might be the lightest, but I don't like the idea of the brown or the orange. But I guess you can make like, I don't know. This is just for texture. We can just throw it in there.
Man. That's some heavy shit, man.
Let's go. Not nether brick. No way I'm trying to make it out of that. Muddy mangrove, maybe. I don't think muddy mangrove's gonna look. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. What else do we got in here that's dark? This tough will probably be the lightest. Use white oak. I don't think we're gonna be using white oak. I need dark colors. But not brown. I want like blacks and grays. Do I have my... Okay, I got my ender chest. Let's go around and collect some of the darker blocks that we have. I should have some down at the bottom of this thing. Because for sure, we're going to be using these. Do I have an ender chest down here? Huh. It's one of the few places I don't have an ender chest. Should probably have one down here. Bro, I need to go. Check you later. Have a good stream. Thank you, Jax. Hope you have a great New Year's Day, man. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out, dude. I'll see you next time around, man. Have a great day. Happy New Year. We're going to take this with us. Have a good one, man. See you, dude. This stuff. For sure. So, the thing... Happy New Year, man. The thing that I have neglected to do in this world up to this point, because we've been doing this the whole time... Was this a ranked game? Dude, I have not been collecting the building materials that I need for this damn build. You're fine, bro. This is the only reason why I'm nervous about starting this build. Dude, I think you're doing great, Pods. What you mean, man? I feel like you're doing great success. Very nice. Great success. Dude, it's New Year's Day. Is there a football game on right now? There's got to be a football game on. Like Oregon and somebody's playing, I believe. Trying to figure out how I can turn myself into an omelet and make duck noises on the couch without thinking it's weird. I like you, but you're crazy. Dude. I feel like not collecting the building materials that I need is going to, like, we're going to be able to get a start on it, but that's about it. But that's something at least. Aren't you in the basement, Pods? I feel like this is like a safe place for you. Do we have... I don't think I have any dark blocks here. Dirt. Dirt, McGirt. Podzol. I need Podzol. Podzol. Not obsidian. Dude, listen to the fire crackling out there. These dudes blew up all my windows. They blew up my damn door. I don't even have a button on the outside of this door. If I go through it, I gotta break it down to get back in. I got a window here that doesn't go anywhere. This place is in shambles. Now, wait a second. You're telling me... You're trying to tell me I haven't collected any blackstone? Like, at all? What? There is no way that that is a factual statement. What? Where have I been putting it? I'm gonna check it again. Like, it's magically gonna appear. It's not gonna magically appear. Pods, I want an omelet. It's crazy how that works, isn't it? It actually does sound like it. The nether sounds sound like it. I just don't understand what's happening, man. Like, if I don't have any blackstone, we're gonna have to go spend some time in the nether. Okay, here it all is. I was like, sweet Jesus. Okay. Oopsie. Let's lay some stuff out and see what it looks like. That really don't want to do basalt. That. I don't think that acacia is going to work at all. Maybe for lighter. The cobbled is definitely darker. Bobby Wild. Wait, have we put? We've not put tough down. The blueberry crumble is more like, hey, I still need to get stuff done. All right, we already did that one. Blueberry crumble sounds nice. This one doesn't belong. That doesn't belong in here. You don't belong in here, sir. This wood is way too light. I don't need this. Measure in twelfths. Ned Flanders woke up this morning and started doing his taxes. It's what old Steady Neddy does. Steady Neddy. Please, Lord, guide Homer's body to the mattress below, steady and true. Stupid, sexy Flanders. Sorry. You would have think I would have done this by now, but you know what? I haven't done this by now. This hadn't happened yet in my life. And so here we are, trying to figure out what we want our base to look like. Ooh. Stupid, sexy Flanders. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. All right. You know what we need? We need like I need to be able to see this from above. What else do we have in here? We have, I don't want deep slate tiles. They don't look rough enough. I think I put some of these things down already. Polished black stone. Oh, that almost looks purple. What else do we get with polished blackstone? You get blackstone bricks, which I don't think we have any blackstone bricks. Mr. Sparkle. Dude, I wish I could remember some of the quotes from Mr. Sparkle. Mr. Sparkle. Mr. Sparkle, clean your dishes. You shut up now. This one is definitely darker than that. This is definitely the darkest one. And then I think mud has to be the second darkest. Please don't bereave me. Watch this commercial. I am disrespectful to dirt. That's right. That's what he said. I was trying to think of what he would say. I show you. I am disrespectful to dirt. Can you see me that I'm serious? Dude, that's hilarious. I'm so happy that that's happening, Pods. That's great. Pods, which one looks darker? This or this? This one has to be darker. This one is less dark. I don't think we need that one. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hold on.
The wax sandwich.
Sorry. I had to put in my food order, apparently. See, I think this variant right there wait. Which one? Is this cobbled? Okay. So this one's cobbled, this is regular deep slate, and there's that. That one, this one's going to be used sparingly on the ground. These three right here will be the majority, I'm guessing, of the upper part of the tower. These two right here will make up the lower part of the tower. Is that really all the variants of Blackstone? Guess it is. We got polished. I have that. I've got it in the brick form. Don't think I want anything nicer than that. There are stairs, but are there not? There are fences. Okay. So there are fences. I'm sure you can get them in a mod pack. Right? I looked for a mod pack this morning. I'm trying to make this damn totem smaller. I can't really make the totem any smaller. Like every texture pack that you add with like Bedrock, it changes the totems altogether. I'm sorry, this must be horribly painful. So, this is what I want. This is how I want it to look. I need some... Are you in my stuff, Bob? Bro, I saw you. And now look at you. You're running around all twitchy. Blackstone goes there. And then we got the bricks and then the polished. So we'll do... I can't see. My eyes are not working. Bricks. Polished. Check. I like the mud. I like that one. So what? This is cobble, regular deep slate, and tough. After we put the polish down. Polished. Pods, to your trained eye, does it look like we've got these shaded pretty well? Can't tell if that cobble is darker. It'll be fine. Thanks, Pods. That's what I'm talking about. So, are you fucking kidding me? Of course, I did it in a way where it would run into it. Let's try it like this. Okay. So it will work, but I don't have my axe. Eat some steak while I'm flying around. Pods, remember how long ago we started trying hardcore? Seems crazy, dude. Like, seriously, it seems like a million years ago that we were trying this. Was it back in July? God. And I just now made it to 1,000 days. Sweet Jesus. Holy crap. That's crazy. Back in July. And I have just now successfully made it to 1,000 days. Is wild. Why did I not use basalt? Where does it... Was it just because basalt was going to be a pain in the ass to, like, collect? I mean, basalt's definitely down here. Like, somewhere in here, maybe. I just don't know how much... I mean, I guess I'm in a basalt delta. I guess I probably took basalt out because I didn't want to collect it. Because it's something that's a pain in the ass to collect in the nether. Okay, mud. I don't need all the stairs and stuff. We just need to go through and get what we can of the regular ones. We did have some fun trying our hand at it, though. I had a good time. If enough people showed interest, I was going to start a world for everybody to play in. If people were actually interested. I don't know why I act like mud is going to be any better to collect than smooth basalt. So, this is helping me to start to realize how severely underprepared we are for a build of the size that I'm considering. You know what I mean? This is not... This is not prepared. So, if there's going to be a ridiculous amount of mining that is going to happen, obviously we can get started with the materials that we have, but the materials that we have are not anywhere close. We need a beacon. Like, there's just no way around it. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. Because we certainly have enough to get started. But we certainly do not have enough to do even like the ring around the base of it. Like, it's hardly going to be anything. Okay. Well, let's collect as many of these specific types of blocks that we actually have and bring them with us. Gosh, we may end up spending some time trying to get some wither skulls. I think... Oh, this is that muddy mangrove crap that I don't want. Don't need that. What else? Let's just get rid of this stuff. Let's go into the nether. Sure, we'll put that in there. Not doing the basalt. Unless I go into the nether and I look around and I'm like, oh yeah, the basalt's going to be easy. Which I don't think it will be, but if it's like there's a ton of it underground and we can just collect it without it being a big problem, then I'm not going to be... I'm not going to be doing basalt, but we can work it in if it's like decent. Okay. Oh God, I just punched my microphone. Oh my God. We have so much. That's actually, I bet you that actually might be a cool block to add in. Any of these deep slate ores might actually be kind of cool. All right. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of mining to do. So, like, I feel like a beacon's going to be imperative, especially since most of it is deep slate. And you can't insta-mine it. Deep slate. Yes. Anything with deep slate, we're going to take it with us. And then we'll go check our the rest of our ores. Once I gather that stuff up, I'm going to end my stream because I just put in the order for a sandwich. I'm going to go eat a sandwich. I'm going to take my boy over to his buddy's house for a sleepover. That right there. That right there. Oh, look at that. Can't use that stuff, though. Stuff's too valuable. Mystery of the chess boxing. we have the most of the cobbled, which is good because I like the way that one looks anyway. Now, this one we will leave here. This will be our deep slate ores, chest, shulker, whatever. And then we'll go fill this one up with more of the cobbled. But we need more shulkers. So let's make some real quick. Yes. Probably at least that many. And then what do I have? I have nothing. We need more wood. And then now that we're getting into the building stage, I can see just how few materials I have. Might as well bring that with us. What's it gonna hurt? We are short on materials. At least for a project of this size. Nothing? Nothing? All of it. And then we had, yes, more right here. That's it. That's all we got. Looks like we will for sure be doing some mining. All right. Well, great success. Got the hole dug out. Made it to 1,000 days. Got the walls trimmed out a little bit. Got the trench filled in. Lighting is good. We're gathering up the materials. We went through and looked at it. We got our block palette the way that we want it to look. So we know what blocks we're going to need. I mean, I think other than like some like podzol, that we will ultimately need, I think we're in pretty damn good shape. In terms of at least having a plan. You know what I'm saying? We at least have a plan now and kind of sit here and see it. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to get this stuff sorted out. I'm going to eat some lunch. Probably watch a little football, relax. Hopefully, if things go well, I will come back tonight and stream some more. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. Pods, Wolf, Jax, Prisoner, Hoon, Rio. Somebody else was here, I don't remember. But I appreciate it, you guys. If I don't see you later this evening, if I don't make it back, have a great New Year's. And hopefully I can catch you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening. Have a great